I've witnessed digital tools and technology being used in the classroom, especially recently as I pre-student taught in Woodbridge. My first semester, I was in a second grade inclusion classroom. Each student had their own iPad and completed all of their work on this device. I saw many benefits from this experience. However, one time the internet was not working, so they barely got any work done for the day. This past semester, I was in a fifth grade inclusion classroom. Here, the students worked solely with a pen and paper at all times. However, the educators always used a smart board and had their own computer as they taught. The only time the students were to use digital tools and technology were for major projects. Again, I saw many benefits from this experience. I would almost prefer using technology or digital tools for major projects or assignments because I would have the fear of what happened my first semester and my lessons for the day would go to a waste. Here, I first interviewed Jenna Bucci. Jenna Bucci has been an educator in the Woodbridge School District where they are integrating more technology in the classrooms. She will then answer questions based on her experience with the integration of digital tools and technology.
My experience working with digital tools has definitely been an interesting one. I was never really technologically advanced, so integrating technology into my classroom was difficult at the beginning. But I found that going to workshops really gave me an edge on the new tools and applications that I could use in my classroom. And I also found that students are much more engaged when the activities with technology is present. Let's see. When I have students use Chromebooks, they seem to be much more interested in what is being taught and have a longer attention span for the lesson. I really like to use technology as one of my centers in both math and reading, and by doing so, it integrates some of my lessons into a technology-based format because some students do not have technology at home, so it gives them an opportunity to use technology within the classroom. Well, I definitely think the age of a teacher affects the use of technology in the classroom. As a young teacher, I was able to adapt easily to the new technological advances even though I'm not very tech savvy. Older teachers, I feel, do not even bother learning about these new advancements. I went to a workshop to learn about them where others stick to pen and paper. I think it also depends on the school district. Funding for these advancements, such as Chromebooks and iPads for students, is not always accessible. However, I do think there are other ways around for teachers to use technology in the classroom, even if they do not have the advancements, but depends all on the teacher's willpower.
interviewed Cindy Fitzpatrick. Cindy Fitzpatrick has been a special education teacher for over 20 years now. She co-teaches along with Jenna Bucci. I will ask her what are different ways educators can use digital tools in their instructional decisions in an inclusion classroom. Along with Jenna, Woodbridge districts have integrated more technology as years go on.
As an older teacher, I do not use technology in the classroom as much as I should. I do see the young teachers, Jenna, for example, using new advancements that they have learned about. I think in the near future, I will start implementing more technology into my classroom, especially having an inclusion classroom. I think that students with special needs adapt well to the use of technology, and there are many applications that I can download for them to help and benefit them. I use the basic videos in my classroom, but I do not use any of the applications. I do have Chromebooks in the classroom, but I do not have the students use them as often as I should. I think educators can use digital tools in their instructional decision-making in many different ways. Personally, I do not use it as often as I should, but I do see other teachers using digital tools in centers in math and reading. Having students use these tools is very engaging for them. I do believe that students learn well from reading a textbook, but with all the technology we have in the world today, I see year after year students slowly not able to see through a lesson unless there is technology involved.
They aren't really noticing that there is a computer. They're focused on their avatar, performing certain quests. They're focused on what their mission is. They're focusing on the task, not the technology. The technology is obviously there. They have to have it in order to do this. But it's so neat because when you hear them talk, they aren't saying, my avatar is doing this. They're saying, I'm doing this. I think the transparency is there. The technology sort of disappears.
I think it's important that you use technology like this to incorporate into your lessons because most kids, if you just lecture them on this stuff, they'll fall asleep in the middle of it. And if you actually use this technology, they'll actually become engrossed in this and actually want to do all the quests, learn all this stuff. And most times you don't even realize that you're learning it.
I'd like to point out an important aspect from this video. The educator quotes, "The experience is impressive. The focus is completely on their experience and all of it is individualized. No two students are the same, therefore they learn from their own experiences."
Using technology in inclusion classrooms can accommodate students with disabilities in many different ways. You can allow them to express their feelings through the use of an app or give them a break time by letting them play an educational game after focusing on class lesson together for a couple of minutes. You can use it as a reward, or you can use it for students to engage better in lessons. Students can use technology to help express how they are feeling or communicate better.